All right, let's talk about something that's all around us, but maybe we don't always think about it. That powerful link between the movies we watch and the clothes hanging in our closets. Today, we're zeroing in on a massive engine that drives these trends, maybe the biggest one of all, Bollywood.
So have you ever wondered how a movie character's outfit ends up as, your favorite t-shirt? It's a funny thought, right? You're watching a movie, you see an actor in this amazing jacket or dress, and then bam, a few months later, you see something just like it in a shop, and you just have to have it. How does that happen? What's the magic trick that turns a movie costume into something we actually wear?
Well, let me tell you, it's no accident, not at all. It's part of this incredibly powerful trend engine. And look, Hollywood definitely has its influence, no doubt. But nowhere is that engine bigger, louder, or more influential than in Bollywood. The Indian film industry? It's on a whole other level. We're talking about an engine that doesn't just inspire dreams. It literally fills our closets.
Okay, so let's get into it. Section 1, the Bollywood effect. We're going to see just how this cinema powerhouse shapes what an entire nation wears.
So get this. India is the producer of the largest number of feature films in the world. Just let that sink in for a second. We're not talking about a handful of big movies each year. We're talking about more films than anywhere else. That means a constant, nonstop flood of new styles, new looks, new ideas being beamed out to millions and millions of people. The potential for influence is just staggering.
So what's the secret sauce? Why does this work so well? Well, it all comes down to something called the role model effect. Think about it. When we watch our favorite actors on screen, we kind of feel like we know them, right? It's like this one-way friendship. We trust them, we connect with their characters. So when they wear something cool, it's not just a piece of clothing. It feels more like a recommendation from a friend, a reliable advisor. And that directly influences what we think is cool, and ultimately, what we buy.
And this whole idea isn't new. In fact, the moment that really put movie fashion on the map, that legitimized the entire craft, happened decades ago. It was one single event that took costume design from just dressing up actors to a true respected art form.
And here it is, 1983. Costume designer Banu Athaya wins an Academy Award for the film Gandhi. An Oscar. This was huge. It wasn't just a personal trophy for her. This was the moment that put Indian costume design on the global stage for everyone to see.
And listen to how she did it. She conducted prior in-depth research to establish historical authenticity before finalizing the costumes. I mean, this just shows you the sheer dedication, right? This wasn't about just picking out pretty clothes. This was about artistry, about getting the history right. Her work proved that costume design is a serious craft, absolutely crucial for telling a believable story.
So what happened after that Oscar win? It changed everything. It brought this incredible global recognition and prestige to Indian costume design. That award wasn't just a statue on a shelf. It was like a spotlight. It gave the whole profession a new level of respect and inspired a whole new generation of designers to jump into the world of film.
So with that global recognition, the floodgates of creativity just burst open. Which brings us to our next section, icons and image makers. Let's talk about the looks and the legends behind them.
Okay, let's talk about some iconic on-screen styles. I mean, just look at this list. If you remember when these movies came out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Madhuri Dixit's purple sari in Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, game changer. Kareena Kapoor's casual kurtis and salwars in Jab We Met, suddenly everyone was wearing that. And don't even get me started on Salman Khan's aviator shades in Dabong. These weren't just movie outfits. They were full-blown cultural events. They created these huge style waves that you could see on every street.
And of course, behind every single one of these iconic looks, there's a creative genius. These are the minds behind the wardrobe. You've got people like Aki Narula, who brought us those super fun looks in Bunty and Babli, Niharika Khan, Nita Lula, who created the breathtaking world of Jodha Akbar, and of course, the one and only Sabyasachi Mukherjee. These designers became celebrities themselves because their work wasn't just supporting the movie, it was defining the fashion of an entire era.
And as these designers became more prominent, something really interesting started to happen. This era saw the rise of the designer-muse relationship. This is basically a super powerful creative partnership where a designer and an actor just click. The designer's vision and the actor's style become one and the same. And there are some legendary designer-actor pairs. You can't talk about this without mentioning Manish Malhotra and his work with Karishma and Kareena Kapoor. It's iconic. Or Sabyasachi Mukherjee designing for Rani Mukherjee and Vidya Balan. And Nita Lula and Aishwarya Rai. Wow. These collaborations went way beyond just one movie. They shaped the actors' entire public image. What they wore on screen flowed right into what they wore on the red carpet, creating this powerful, consistent style that fans just couldn't get enough of.
All right, so we've seen the stars, the designers, the iconic looks, but how does it all go from reel to reel? Let's break down that journey from the silver screen all the way to your closet.
It's basically a four-step process, a trend life cycle. Step 1. A star wears something amazing in a hit movie and everybody loves it. Step 2. That style becomes an iconic style wave. Everyone's talking about it. Step 3. This is key. Commercial designers and big companies see this happening and they jump on it fast. They start making their own versions. And finally, Step 4. Affordable, mass-produced versions of that style hit the stores, and suddenly, everyone can be a part of the trend.
So what's the bottom line here? It's that the clothes actors wear in big movies, it's not just fluff, it's serious business. They become these huge factors in our lifestyle choices. They create actual real-world market demand that shapes the entire fashion industry. It's powerful stuff.
And that really just leaves us with one big question, doesn't it? What on-screen look is going to define the next fashion era? Next time you're watching a movie, remember, you're not just watching a story. You might just be getting a sneak peek at your future favorite outfit. The only question is, which one will it be?